Good night, huh?
Yeah. I still can't believe anyone would think Teresa killed Julian Crane.
Miguel, nobody's gonna believe Rebecca Hotchkiss.
Charity didn't seem to have any trouble believing it.
Yeah. I don't know why she's changed so much.
I'm just glad you haven't changed, Kay. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Well, I'm always gonna be on your side, okay?
But what could have happened to Charity? I mean, it seemed like yesterday that Charity and I were so much in love. You know, we were gonna get engaged on her 18th birthday, and then boom. You know, her whole attitude towards me changed. I mean, what could have caused something so drastic?
I don't know, Miguel. Oh, this night could not have been more perfect. Did you see the way Teresa shocked the hell out of Ivy and Rebecca?
They were more than dumbfounded. They were absolutely shocked when Teresa announced to the world that she was the one and only Mrs. Julian Crane.
Exactly. It was perfect, wasn't it? Timmy, mix us up a batch of martinis. I feel like celebrating.
Zombie wants martinis.
Zombie Charity is the most evil creature I have ever seen. I shudder to think what she'll be like with a pitcher of martinis under her belt.
Timmy shudders too.
Come on, Raggedy Boy. I want my martinis.
That was a pretty good dose of spontaneity, don't you think?
I'm becoming a pretty big fan of spontaneity.
Good, because that's my specialty.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness.
So much for my sex appeal, huh?
I am so sorry. I guess this day's finally catching up with me.
Yeah. It has been a long day, hasn't it?
I'm really exhausted.
Yeah, we have a right to be. You know, it's getting late. I should probably get back to the hotel. I have to clean up that room we painted. If Liz sees it in a mess like that, in the morning she'll hit the roof.
Well, I'll help you clean it up.
No. No, you've done enough.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You helped me paint the whole room and everything. That's
nope.
plenty.
I'm gonna see this job through up to the end.
I'm gonna see this job all the way through too, Dinah. Love you. I'm gonna make you mine.
I still cannot believe what happened tonight, Teresa. You telling everyone in the restaurant that you are Mrs. Julian Crane.
I am Mrs. Julian Crane.
Ivy and Rebecca were furious. Now, they also claim to be Mrs. Julian Crane.
Mama, they're not. I am the only one who has a legitimate claim to the Crane fortune.
Teresa, you despised the man. He got you drunk. He tricked you into marrying him. And now you're carrying his child. My God, why would you want to carry his name?
It's not what I want. The facts are facts. I was the last woman legally married to Julian before he died.
I understand that. But why on earth would you want to stay married to that despicable, evil man?
You've died and come to join me in hell.
You just said there might be a way for me to get Ethan back.
Not to mention, get even with Ivy and Rebecca at the same time. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Of course. What would I have to do?
Well, you just follow my little plan. It's as simple as ABC.
What difference does it make, Mama? Julian is dead. And I've lost Ethan. And I have to think of what's best for my baby. Now, that's what you've been telling me, isn't it?
Of course I want what's best for your baby. But going after the Crane money isn't the way.
Mama, please. I know what I'm doing.
Do you?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Why? Why? Because I can't believe that my own sister would actually want to stay Mrs. Julian Crane. Or announce it at the Seascape restaurant. Sam doesn't understand it either.
Chief Bennett.
Yeah, he just called.
Did he tell you what happened after you left? Rebecca accused Teresa of killing Julian.
Yeah, I heard. And after thinking about it, I think that she has a point.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You came the afterlife. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
It's just such a mystery, Kay. And one day, Charity's the same loving girl she's always been, and then suddenly she's cold and unfeeling, and she doesn't seem to care about me at all.
You're right. It's a mystery. But... never mind. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
Say what?
I don't know, Miguel. I was just thinking that maybe it's a good thing that this happened now.
What could be good about it?
Think about it, okay? What if you and Charity were engaged already, or even married? What would you do then if she came home and she was just a different person, or she seemed like she was a different person, like she does now?
I hadn't thought about it.
Well, maybe you should. Miguel, we're Catholic. We don't believe in divorce, you know?
Of course not. When I get married, it's gonna be forever.
I know, and that's exactly what I mean. What would you do if you guys were married and she came home and suddenly decided she wanted to be single?
I don't know. It would be horrible.
I know. And I know how much it would hurt you. And Miguel, I hate to see you hurting like this.
I guess not everyone's like you, Kay. I can't imagine you ever changing from the person you've always been. I can always count on you. You've always been there. Always the same. I can't tell you how much that means to me right now.
Doll, I want my martini.
Timmy's not a doll. He's a real boy now.
Yeah, whatever. You can be anything you want if you just bring me my drink. That is good. Keep 'em coming, Pipsqueak.
Timmy thinks that Timmy and Tabby should get out of here while Zombie's still in a good mood.
I think you're right. Who can tell what she'd be like when she gets all those martinis in her?
From what Timmy's seen, it can't be good.
Definitely not good. Well, good night, Zombie. Timmy and I are going to bed now. See you in the morning.
Not so fast, Witchy Poo. Zombies don't like to drink alone. Come over here and have a martini. Come on.
Oh, no, I couldn't. Oh, I wouldn't sleep a wink all night if I imbibed at this late hour.
Well, I'm gonna put you to sleep permanently if you don't do what I say.
Save yourself.
No, Timmy won't leave his princess.
I can handle Zombie. Just go. I don't want to see you being target practice.
Neither does Timmy.
Well, then just go.
No.
Good luck, Princess.
Luis, you're my brother. How can you think that I killed Julian?
It's not what I said, and it is not what I meant.
Then what did you mean when you said that Rebecca had a point?
I just meant that she was justified in her accusations based on what happened at the Seascape tonight.
Well, I don't understand.
Look, sis, in any murder investigation, an officer looks for a motive. You gave us one tonight.
How?
Teresa, if you'd refused to have anything to do with Julian's money, you wouldn't have a motive. But you told the whole world that you were entitled to the Crane fortune by claiming to be Mrs. Julian Crane.
And that gives Teresa a motive.
Yeah, it looks that way.
But both of you could have a motive, too. I mean, Mama hates Julian for everything that he's done to our family, and so do you, Luis. What if one of us is accused of murdering Julian? We will need the Crane money to hire the best attorneys, won't we?
Look, I said I don't want to talk about this, right? I don't want any of us talking to each other about if we killed Julian. We all hated him. So we're all suspects.
I curse that man. I curse Julian Crane. I mean, even in his death, he's threatened to tear my family apart. It's like he's reaching from hell to try to drag us down with him.
You're right, Mama. I don't think I ever knew true evil until I met Julian. All of my life, I have dreamed of being Mrs. Crane, but I wanted to be Ethan's wife, not Julian's.
Well, then quit pretending to be Mrs. Julian Crane. Just denounce his name and his money.
I can't, Luis. The fact is, I am pregnant with Julian's child. And Julian's money will make life easier for my baby, for all of us. That is why I'm gonna fight Ivy and Rebecca to be the one and only Mrs. Crane. We're gonna be rich.
No, Teresa. You cannot take that money, because if you do, you will damn us all to hell.
Will Zombie and Tabby are having more Timmies? Timmy can use this time to try to figure out a way to help Timmy's sweet Charity. Timmy hates it that Charity's trapped in that block of ice. Timmy wants to ask a scroll a question. How is Timmy's sweet Charity? Uh-oh. Charity!
Is someone there?
It's Timmy. And Timmy wants to help Charity.
Come on, just take it easy.
No,
okay?
Luis. Not until we have this settled. But Teresa, you cannot take that blood money from the Cranes.
I'm sorry, Mama.
I just knew that only bad things would happen when my children became romantically involved with the Cranes.
Oh, Sheridan wasn't like the rest of them, okay?
And it turned out that Ethan wasn't a Crane anyway.
No, you're right. Ethan and Sheridan are the only good people connected to that family, but the rest of them are pure evil, Teresa.
Now, Sheridan. You know, I just thought of something that we can do.
Okay.
I really think you're gonna like this.
Tango music?
That's right.
But you know I like it. Oh, don't tell me you want a tango right now.
I know you know how.
Well, then I would be delighted, kind sir.
See, there's at least one skill we know you have. Maybe you were a dancer in your past.
You really think so?
You're definitely good enough. Who knows, you may have even been a dance instructor.
We know that Sheridan was different, Louise.
She was wonderful. The best.
So is Ethan.
Yes, Ethan is different too. But they were both hurt by the Crane evil. Teresa, if you take money from that family, you will bring that evil upon us as well.
Mama, don't be superstitious. Money is just money. It is not evil. It's not good. It's just money.
No, that's not true. The Crane money was made by doing terrible things, Teresa. They forced people off their land. They were involved in shady businesses. They had the power to stay out of jail, but they were guilty just the same, and they didn't care who they hurt. They were ruthless. They got their money by being evil, Teresa.
That was the Cranes, Mama, not the money. That money can be used to do good. Think of it. Miguel, he could go to the best university in the country. You can stop working for Ivy Crane, Mama. You won't have to work for anybody. We're gonna be rich.
There's truth to the saying that money is the root of all evil. And it doesn't buy happiness. It doesn't, Teresa. We've never had much, but we've had each other. We're a strong, loving family. We love each other. We support each other. We have a home.
Yes, but what if we could afford a better house, Mama? One where the plumbing doesn't make horrible noises, where we can take a shower and not have to wait for the water to heat up.
Oh, come on. I mean, I want to live in a better house, too. We'll get it with good, hard work. Honest work.
He's right. Not with this kind of money. Because the Cranes destroy everything they touch.
Mama, try to stop thinking of money as something that lives. It's just money.
No. Mama's right. If we want a new house, we'll get it. But not with the Crane money. With good, hard work, we'll make it happen.
You mean like Papa? Papa worked every day of his life for nothing.
Teresa.
I'm sorry, Mama, but it is the truth. As hard as Papa worked, he never made a lot of money. Luis works hard, and you work hard, and we barely get by. You're always worried about the bills, and we never have enough money to save, Mama. Aren't you just tired of always being worried?
Look, let me worry, okay? I'll take care of all of us.
Luis, I know that you'll try. But how can you ask me to give up this opportunity?
Please. I am begging you. Don't do this.
I'm sorry, Mama, but I will not let this chance pass me or my family by. We will not spend the rest of our lives scrimping and doing without. I am Mrs. Crane, and I'm going to have all the advantages that come with that title, and I'm going to share it with my family, and no one is going to stop me.
Who is it? Is someone there?
It's Timmy. Can't Charity hear Timmy?
Hello? Is anybody there?
Timmy's here. Oh, it's only a hologram. Charity must not be able to see Timmy or hear him. Timmy will just have to listen.
Whoever you are, please help me. I'm trapped in a block of ice in a cave near Harmony. Please come rescue me.
Timmy knows. Timmy's tried, but it didn't work. How can Timmy help Charity?
You're probably wondering how you can help me. The only way is with the Book of Spells.
The Book of Spells? But That's what Kay used to trap Cherry in the block of ice in the first place.
That's how I got trapped here in the first place. The Book of Spells. Please come rescue me if you can hear me before it's too late.
Now, I want to hear about the Cranes. I heard you spread some glorious evil to the Crane family. Put a spell on them and everything.
Oh, I'll tell you a good story. In the dull and dreary days of the Pilgrim, I was sentenced to be burned at the stake by, you guessed it, one of the Cranes.
And did you? Burn, I mean.
Of course. And let me tell you, it was no picnic. Anyway, as soon as I came back to life, I put the most delicious curse on the Crane family and all their descendants. And that curse continues to work to this day. And they haven't had a nice day since.
You don't have to tell me.
Hello, you old hag.
Julian, there you are. Feeling the effects of my curse, are you? Enjoying burning in hell?
That was one incredible curse you laid on me, yes it was. I guess we've done our share, the two. Brought a lot of evil to this sleepy little town of Harmony. That Miguel is some hottie, isn't he?
If you like them young and gorgeous.
Oh, we're out of martinis. I need more martinis, Timmy. Where's the little imp?
Oh, I don't know. He's probably off somewhere trying to find a way to rescue his precious Charity.
What?
If that little brat is talking to the scroll, it will be the last thing he ever does.
Timmy, what have I said?
Wow. It's amazing. It's almost like the dance is a part of you.
It is amazing. I feel so comfortable in your arms. It's like I know how you're gonna move before you even move.
Yeah, it's weird.
Who taught you?
My mama. She made all us kids learn how to do, tango. It was a requirement.
Well, I love your mother for teaching you.
She was good. She taught me the special step that only the most accomplished dancers could do, unless, of course, they already knew how to do it.
Really? Well, teach me.
I don't know. It's kind of tricky.
I don't care. Let's try it.
All right. Hold on. How did you know how to do that? How could you have possibly known that special step my mother taught me?
Could you please talk some sense into your sister?
Teresa knows you're right. You know that the Cranes are evil. You know their money comes from evil.
Well, what about Sheridan? Oh, she grew up with the evil Crane money, and it didn't seem to affect her. She was good,
Sheridan
wasn't she?
was good, but she didn't care about the money. She was going to marry me. She was going to be a cop's wife.
Really, Louise? And how long do you think Sheridan would have been happy living in some crummy little apartment, having to clip coupons to buy groceries?
Teresa.
Mama, Sheridan was worth billions. Do you really think an heir to the Crane fortune would be happy living in squalor with you after having everything that the world had to offer? Do you really think that your love was that important to her?
What's happened to you, Teresa? How can you hurt your brother like this?
It's okay. But you're wrong. See, my love did mean that much to Sheridan. You know, it meant so much to her that she couldn't wait to get married, and she couldn't wait to live in a crummy little apartment.
Louise, I'm so sorry. That was a terrible thing for me to say, and I didn't mean to hurt you. Honestly, I love you, Louise. And I loved Sheridan, too.
Do you see what's happening? The Crane money is already causing pain in this family. Our sister hurts her brother with her words.
Please, Louise, please forgive me.
Hey, I forgive you.
We're arguing among ourselves, fighting. It's damaging our family, and you don't even have the money yet.
Oh, Mama. All I am saying is that money can be used to do good for a change. Louise, if Sheridan would have wanted to use some of her money to make life easier for all of us, would you have told her no, even if you knew it would make her happy?
We never talked about it.
But don't you think that Sheridan would have wanted to use some of her money to make life easier for you, for all of us?
Well, Sheridan was generous to a fault. Even though I would never touch her money, I could see myself letting her use it in certain situations.
No, Luis, because that money would have come with a price. Look at Ivy Crane. Look how money has destroyed her life. And poor Sheridan, what a miserable, unhappy childhood she had, and her mother was never happy. All the money in the world couldn't bring that family happiness.
Mama, I will not let you or anyone else talk me out of this. I am going to get Julian's money.
And I will not stand by and let my family be destroyed. Now, I am going to pray to God for his help and his guidance. And I think you should do the same thing too, Teresa. Pray to God and ask him if you should go and get this Crane money. Do you remember the bracelet you used to wear that said WWJD? You know what it meant? What would Jesus do? Now, what would he do, Teresa? Would Jesus take the Crane money? Would he?
I'm sorry I'm not very good company, Kay. I haven't been for a while now.
Miguel, you've always been good company.
Thanks. I feel the same way about you.
Thanks.
You know, I just remembered something that my mama told me once.
Yeah? What was it?
She said that when I grew up and I started looking for a wife, that I should look for a friend. You know, someone that I wanted to spend time with. You know, someone that I felt comfortable with, just talking.
You know what my grandpa told me once? He said that when I grow up and start looking for a husband, I should look for someone I shared a history with.
Well, we've done that, haven't we? We grew up in the same town together, went to the same school, same church.
You're right. We do have a shared history.
And who knows? Maybe we'll make some more history with whoever we wind up marrying.
You're going to marry me, Miguel. If Zombie Charity can keep up her end of the bargain, you and I will make history together. We'll spend the rest of our lives together.
Please, if anyone's listening, help me. You have to save me.
Timmy wants to save Charity, but he doesn't know how. Charity says he has to use the book spells, But how will Timmy know which spell to use?
I'm gonna kill that little wannabe Romeo if he is messing around with the scroll.
Oh, Timmy, I hope you're nowhere near that scroll.
Pray, Teresa. Ask God to help you look into your heart and make the right decision.
We were brought up in the church. You know the church's teachings as well as I do. You know right from wrong. I love you, Lo, sis. I think Mama gave you some good advice.
I will think about what she said, Luis.
Good. Where are you, Sheridan? You in heaven? You all right? I love you so much.
How could you have possibly known that special tango step that my mother taught me?
I don't know. I don't even know your mother.
I know, but you followed me perfectly. That's...
I know. Look, maybe you're right. Maybe I was a dancer or a dance teacher before I came here. Maybe you're just that good at leading.
Oh, no,
I'm sure that's what it is. I just felt the way your body was going to move before you even moved it.
You know what? That has to be it. I mean, there's not really any other explanation.
Exactly. So, mystery solved. Can we keep on dancing now?
You want to keep dancing?
Absolutely. I love this whole spontaneous thing we got going on tonight.
All right, then. Let's tango, huh? What's wrong? Diana, tell me what's wrong. What happened? Did I do something wrong?
No, I'm sorry.
Come on, tell me what's wrong. It's okay.
No, Brian, I'm sorry. It's not you. I had another memory.
You had another memory of what?
Of my lover. We were dancing the tango.
You and your lover.
We were dancing and we were just so much in love.
Diana, will your lover ever leave us alone? When will you be able to bury his memory and move on?
I wish you were here, Sheridan. I'd ask you for your help with Teresa. I'd ask you what I should say to her and how to fix this situation. But you're not. All I have are the memories.
Hey, Zombie, listen. Timmy's probably in bed by now. You could see how exhausted he was.
If that little weasel is playing with the scroll, he is so toast. No.
What is it?
I'm having a sudden feeling.
Feeling?
I have to go.
Oh, I don't know how you can feel anything after 2 pitchers of Martinis.
Teresa's weakening. I gotta go give her a push.
But I'll be back.
Timmy's safe for now, anyway. Check just in case. Oh, my Timmy!
I prayed. But it didn't help. I don't recognize my own daughter. What has happened to Teresa?
Oh, Mama, it'll be all right. Hey, Teresa's just confused. She's gonna do the right thing. She's not gonna take Julian's money.
I pray that you're right. But I feel as though my worst nightmare has come true. The Crane evil has possessed my own daughter. And terrible things are going to happen. I can feel it. I can feel the evil right here in my own home. Terrible things are going to happen. Terrible things.
Mama looked at me like she didn't know me. Like I was a stranger. Am I? But have I really changed that much? Maybe I should just forget about the plan to get Ethan back. Forget about Ethan. Forget about being Mrs. Julian Crane. Julian.
Don't abandon ship now, Teresa. Just because your mother gave you a funny little look. She'll come around. Stay the course. Stay the course. You'll have everything you ever dreamed of. All that money. And Ethan.